when 2 drugstore pregnancy tests came back positive. I snapped a picture with my phone, texted my husband, and had a mild panic attack. My first daughter was now 1.5, and my body finally belonged to me. I was exercising regularly, eating well, beginning to sleep consistently, starting a new writing project, and almost feeling like I could have it all, as long as I slept in my yoga pants. I was in love with this little family I had created. Did I really want to go through it all again? It wasn't just the dread of night feedings, colicky babies, and sore nipples that sparked my anxiety. I worried that my firstborn had taken all of me. She was a demanding baby who turned into a demanding toddler. But I loved and cherished her with every muscle in me. What little she left, I gave to my husband, and there was no more to spare. But perhaps all these fears were just the surge of pregnancy hormones. When my first trimester ills finally improved, I thought my mood would as well. Unfortunately, without morning sickness to blame, it became obvious that I was coping with a lot more than the average pregnant mama. I was slipping back into the cycle of depression that I've dealt with for the past 18 years. And this time, it was not only affecting me, but my husband, my daughter, and my unborn baby. Over the next few months, I fell deeper into my depression, barely being able to care for my toddler, let alone myself and the baby inside. Days would pass where I'd forget to eat a proper meal, and nights would lapse with little more than 3 hours of sleep. I felt as though my mind and my body were betraying me. I welcomed the rainy days that dot our fall weather. The sun only reminded me of everything I wasn't. Each morning, I would drag myself from bed, praying for cloudy skies and dreading the task that lay before me. Although I still felt great love for my daughter, I was losing this love for myself. Unlike my first pregnancy, I couldn't bond with the fetus, with the baby. It felt more like It felt less like a baby than a parasite sucking the life and joy from me. Who was she and what was she doing to me? I did my best to hide these emotions from friends and family. Instead of admitting to the depression, I joked about swollen ankles and unfulfilled cravings for sushi. And then the day came I couldn't function any longer. After months of insomnia, I mentally collapsed. As I was driving my toddler to gymnastics, I began to cry, and I couldn't stop. Instead of turning right at the stoplight, I veered left and drove to my friend's house. There I spent the morning sobbing on her couch as our children watched Dora and feasted on cheddar bunnies. As the weekend progressed, so did my depression. No amount of sunshine could now pass through this thick layer of fog blanketing me. With the support of my doctors and family, I checked myself into Langley Porter for observation. While I wasn't necessarily suicidal, I was more accurately passively suicidal. The thought of stepping off the curb and being run over by the Muni only left me wanting. All doctors were in agreement that what was best for me and the baby were to go back on my medication, Prozac for depression and Ativan for anxiety and as a sleep aid. It was evident that the intense pregnancy-related hormones, along with my decision to suddenly stop my Prozac and the demands of mothering a toddler, created the perfect storm for my depression to escalate. While I was trying to blame the insomnia for driving me batty, the depression was actually causing the sleepless nights. Once the medication began working, my sleep returned to a semi-normal state, and my general mood greatly improved. Soon after came the day where I was actually excited to wake up and be with my family and face a cloud-free day. I began to look forward to life again and found that I had plenty of love to give the new baby. When she was born, my anxiety disappeared and my heart swelled with each of her gas-induced smiles. Today, I'm still taking my Prozac faithfully. I know that I will never again take myself off my medication. In my 20s, I felt shame and remorse that I needed a little happy pill each morning to stay balanced. Now I have new reasons that remind me to swallow that pill. I take my medication for my family, so I can be present, positive, and able to be the best parent I can. Taking antidepressants is not my choice, it's my responsibility. In the end, it's difficult to say if the medication adversely affected my daughters. While they are both headstrong drama queens, They are also inquisitive, empathetic, and intelligent. And who knows, maybe they would have been neurosurgeons had I not taken that little green pill each morning. But in any case, I'm fine raising general practitioners.